56 teams entered this season's Kate Sheppard Cup competition, each with varying expectations of progressing through to today's final. And after 6 rounds of matches, we are left with just 2. It's Northern Rovers versus Auckland United. Kia ora, welcome everyone to North Harbour Stadium on Auckland's North Shore for the 28th edition of the Kate Sheppard Cup final, formerly known as the National Women's Knockout Cup. Both these clubs have enjoyed success by winning the Kate Sheppard Cup on 4 occasions, but both have done it under different names. Northern Rovers is a 2020 amalgamation of Forest Hill Milford and the highly successful Glenfield Rovers, while Auckland United was also formed in 2020 with 4 times winners, 3 Kings United, combining with Onehunga Sport. So there will be a new name on the trophy to sit alongside the 13 other clubs that have lifted the symbol of women's knockout football in New Zealand. Joining me in commentary today is a person familiar with the Kate Sheppard Cup, having played in 2 finals and a winner of the Maya Jackman Trophy as the final's best player. Priscilla Duncan, great to have you along, Priscilla. What are you expecting from today's final?
Yeah, tēnā koe, Fred, and tēnā koutou to everyone tuning in for today's match. It's picture perfect here at North Harbour Stadium, and always a really special occasion, these finals. These 2 sides, both from Auckland, obviously have met a couple of times this year and produced, I think, 9 goals in their league matches. So I'm expecting goals, and I think it'll be a tight fixture as well, but really looking forward to it. It's great to be here.
Yes, as you say, perfect conditions. The pitch is in absolutely immaculate condition. The groundsmen here at North Harbour Stadium have done a wonderful job as we await the 2 teams to come out onto North Harbour Stadium. It's always a fantastic venue, North Harbour Stadium, for these sorts of finals. Later in the afternoon, of course, it is 2 more Auckland sides. So Auckland teams dominating the cup competitions in 2022. And we will have the Chatham Cup final this afternoon as well. So Scylla, looking at the previous games between these 2 sides, both won by Northern Rovers, is a real pointer to how this game is going to get played out.
Yeah, they played earlier in the season and Northern came out on top 4-2. But more recently, just last month, Auckland United were leading 1-0 for most of the match, and Northern Rovers came back and won it 2-1. So hopefully if those scorelines are anything to go by, then it's going to be a close encounter.
As the teams walk out onto the park, let's have a look at how they will line up. Firstly, we will look at Auckland United. They play in a 4-3-3 formation, 2 holding midfielders. 2 New Zealand reps in Millie Clegg, who scored versus Colombia, the recent Under-20 World Cup, and Ruby Nathan. Of course, Katie Duncan there as well, 125 caps, sorry, for the Football Ferns. Katie Duncan, number 7, will anchor the defence alongside Georgia Martin. And now looking at the Northern Rovers side. Oh, sorry, Scylla caught up with Coach Mauro Donoso just before when the teams came together. So let's hear what he has to say.
All right, Mauro, I think most people would say you're the underdogs for this game. Would you be comfortable with that?
Yeah, I'm very comfortable, but it's the final, you know. It's so many stuff around, a little bit more pressure and nervous for the player, but we're looking forward to have a great game today.
Northern Rovers have had fantastic form, so what's your game plan to try and break them down today?
Yeah, we played twice in the year, and they're a really good team. They're very strong, and we have the plan for them. I hope we control the game, we create option, and see that this make it different because they're very strong with the ball, and especially in the counter-attack.
Special occasion, great weather, so what's the feeling amongst the squad?
Unbelievable day, and very good condition, very big crowd I expect for today, and an amazing stadium, so looking really good, looking forward for the games.
Thanks very much and good luck.
Mauro Donoso looking forward to the final, as is everyone. Now let's have a look at the Northern Rovers lineup. They come into the side, into the final as warm favourites, winners of the Women's Premier League by 11 points. Only lost once this season. Ben Bates put together a very strong squad. Key players to look out for: top goal scorer number 11, Michaela Foster, 14 goals, 15 assists in the league. Estelle Harrison is in her 4th cup final, and Talisha Green will captain the side, very young at 21. You caught up with Ben Bate as well.
Okay, here with head coach Ben Bate. Now, it's been an amazing run of form for your side. Talk me through the preparations ahead of this game.
Yeah, I think we just tried to keep things the same as we have all year, to be honest with you. I think when you sort of get on the run we have, it's more about trying to keep consistency and stick to our processes, and not try and make too much of a game if we can. Obviously, it's tricky when it's the final. You know, there's a lot of nerves in there, but yeah, just trying to stick to what we always do.
And what attributes of your team do you think that you're going to come out on top today?
I think we've got some great individual players, some great match winners. You know, we've seen that in the other cup rounds where we've had like Michaela Foster, Danny Cannon produce goals, like fantastic goals from nothing. So yes, there's an element of relying on that a touch, but obviously we're hoping that the system and the whole team in general will be able to get through and get the game won.
You won it in 2016 as an assistant coach, I think lost in 2018 as head coach. Do you think you can go one better today?
I hope so. Thank you.
All right, good luck for the game.
Yes, Ben Bate there, wanting to go one better. Players just observing a moment's silence for the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Our referees for this afternoon will be Anna-Marie Kiley, as we look at the Auckland United team in their all-white strip, just getting in their final huddle. Be interesting to see, Priscilla, how they approach the game and how they try and knock over this Northern Rovers team.
Yeah, I think they've got 3 very good forwards up front. Millie Clegg is back from that Under-20 Women's World Cup, where she scored a great goal against Colombia. So I think between her, Bree Johnson and Marty Pukitapu, who of course has some caps as a football fern, yeah, I think there are some goals there, but equally on the Northern Rovers side, well, they've only lost once this season, so an absolutely fantastic run of form, and they'll kind of go into this with a lot of confidence. I think they've kind of forgotten how to lose in some ways, so I think they will take the favourites tag going into this one.
40 seconds.
Yes, the team switch sides, and we're all set to go. We're in the 28th Kate Sheppard Cup final. It will be Northern Rovers to get us underway, playing from right to left.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Alexis Cook will take the kickoff.
3, 2, 1. When you're ready.
And here we go. Should be a great occasion, and hopefully we're in for a treat and a lot of goals this afternoon. Two sides that like to attack. I think Northern Rovers probably with a better defensive record. Chance early on, and great work from Amy Feinberg-Daniela to come out there, throw herself at the foot of the on-rushing Leanna Ryan. But a bright start straight away. Northern Rovers trying to get the ball forward, trying to get the ball into the box.
Yeah, great start from Northern Rovers there on the attack. I think it was Michaela Foster getting the ball into a dangerous area. Of course, her and Chelsea Elliott have already played in a final from the 2021 edition. There it is. You see the ball coming in. Nice left foot cross. Didn't quite know what to do, Jess Philpott in the back there for Auckland United, but well cleaned up by Danielle Lee at the back.
Now Auckland United ball trapped right in that far corner. So Rovers win the throw. Chance for Suya Herring to get the ball back into play. Very promising young player, number 5 for Rovers. She's hoping to crack the under-17 New Zealand team. So there's a bunch of talented young players in this Rovers outfit. Ball delivered into the edge of the penalty area. Rovers just trying to get a clear shot, comes through, a couple of sets of legs. But straight at keeper Ella Blount. Easy for her, but you know, she'll be happy to get a good touch on the ball early in the game.
Yeah, both goalkeepers called into action very early. I think that shot came in there from Bella Richards. Really consistent player for Auckland United this year. She's started all 4 of these Kate Sheppard Cup matches. But as you say, it's quite good as a goalkeeper just to get your hands on the ball in the first few minutes.
Ball flicked on. And now another chance for Rovers. Can you slip the ball in behind the defence? There's a good opportunity there. Danger still not cleared. Katie Duncan getting across, drops it back to the keeper. That should be a foul on the keeper. And it is. And Kylie just having a word to Alexis Cook, it was. Sorry, it was Danny Canham just following through on the goalkeeper. Josie Elliott all the way back. Vera McIntosh just under pressure, does well. Here's Herring coming forward. Just Philpott stepping in nicely, winning possession, and now it's just all a little bit tight on the sideline. Neither side can open the ball out, open the play, find the space on the far side of the ground. Second bite at the cherry for Auckland United. Danger really not cleared. So just all a little bit scrappy here in the first couple of minutes. Millie Clegg dispossessed. It's a good ball forward. Nice switch of play. Alexis Cook looking for Michaela Foster. Good battle between Foster and Emma Leeming on the far side.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting battle today. Foster often plays at centre back, well, she did at least for Hamilton Wanderers last year, but nice to see her out in the wing getting some chance to attack.
Now opportunity for Auckland United, but the ball ricochets off the defender. First corner of the afternoon goes to the team in white.
Looking here again, Ruby Nathan getting the ball across and hitting Chelsea Elliott on the back. They're happy to see that one out, but a good opportunity for Auckland United to get on the attack with this corner.
Plenty of white shirts in the box. Referee just having a word to a few of the players. Here comes the delivery. It's high towards the penalty spot. Flicked away. Still Harrison there. Centre of the penalty area, but it was Alyssa Bloomfield that was trying to deliver the ball in. Again, all very tight. That's a miscontrol. Here's a chance for Auckland United. Opportunity on the edge of the penalty area. Crowd of black shirts in front though, and eventually that weight of numbers allows them to clear. Foster down the line. Here's Alexis Cook taking on Duncan, and the flag goes up for offside. So for the first real time, Northern Rovers there counter-attacking well.
Yeah, Auckland United have enjoyed a bit of possession in these opening exchanges, but Northern Rovers definitely look dangerous on attack, especially with Michaela Foster coming down that right-hand side. So they've already been turned a couple of times, this United defence, so have to keep on their toes at the back there.
Very noticeable as well, early, how many players Northern Rovers get back to defend. There are plenty of black shirts in and around their penalty area. And the Auckland United team are attacking and pressing high. A long throw, headed clear by Duncan. Space on the near side, looking for the ball over the top. But that'll be a bit too strong. A real chance for Millie Clegg. Scored that wonderful goal at the Under-20 World Cup in Costa Rica. Now's the ball over the top. Will the flag go up? Keeper comes out and does very, very well. Under real pressure, Amy Daniele. This is Bloomfield. And again, that's that ball, looking for that ball in behind, looking for the run of Martine Puketapu and Millie Clegg.
Yeah, I was just saying before that United have been turned twice. I think that's 3 times now. So Northern Rovers are doing well with those balls over the top, but Daniele again, well, it's a good start from her. She'll take a lot of confidence from that.
Philpott bombs the ball high, and that'll be too long.
Bit ambitious from the right back, but she has scored, I think, 3 goals this season, so she's got goals in her. Probably not from that kind of range.
Would have been some goal if it had found its way into that top corner. Gee, strong challenge. That time.
Just getting a bit of a talking to there, Marty Puketapu. She's scored 14 goals this season, I think 6 in this competition. Scored 4 goals in the semi-final against Maris, Palmerston North Maris. But going in a little heavy there on her challenge.
And again, Auckland United picking up all the second phase ball. That's allowing them to counter-attack very well. Here's Puketapu, bundled over on the edge of the box. Stell Harrison does well, but then just gives the ball away. Philpott into Bloomfield. Bloomfield sees space on the far side, but just that little bit too slow to switch the ball over. This is Clegg, that's a poor touch.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Clegg settles into this game. She hasn't played much with the Auckland United squad this season. She's been involved in the Football Ferns development squad with Gemma Lewis, and of course went away to that Under-20 Women's World Cup. So hasn't played a lot of games, but certainly really an exciting talent at just 16 years of age.
This interesting concept with the Football Ferns development program, as Ellie Blount takes no risks, just puts that one out over the sideline. The players in that development program just unavailable for their clubs through most of the season, and then having to slot in where they can. Here is Clegg. Philpott. Bloomfield finds Philpott again. She can deliver, but just off the left foot. Not a very telling cross that time. Easy for Blount. the former Forest Hill, Hibiscus Coast player, Ali Blount. Georgia Martin stepping in. Clegg trying to put some pressure on high up the pitch. But these first 10 minutes or so, I think Mara Donoso will be very happy. Most of the game being played in the Northern Rovers half of the field. So most of the pressure being applied by Auckland United. They just need to have the wherewithal to find that killer pass, that pass that's going to open up this quite crowded defence that Northern Rovers are putting out there.
Yeah, really interesting the way this game has started. If you think about Northern Rovers being so dominant this year in the regional league, looking more like the underdogs, perhaps some nerves going on there as we see heavy tackle over there on Bree Johnson. But yeah, as you say, I think Auckland United will be very, very happy as we see the run down the sideline, and it will be another corner for Auckland United. So they have played a lot in this half and are really controlling possession at the moment. I think it's just a little bit of maybe a case of nerves for Northern Rovers. Is it a free kicks rather, sorry, not a corner.
Yeah, it's Alicia Green, the captain, getting across there. Just being pinged by Anne-Marie Kiley for the foul. Now a chance again. Plenty of numbers forward for Auckland United. Can they get the delivery they want? To the edge of the box. And cleared away again. Duncan puts it back in there. Duncan spreads the play. Ball cut back. Again, Chelsea Elliott doing well at the back there. Big centre back. Just holding her ground, positioning herself well.
Yeah, very experienced player, Chelsea Elliott. I think probably they'll hold a record, her and Michaela Foster, for playing in 2 finals in the same calendar year because of the 2021 edition being so postponed, so disrupted through COVID. So they played in March at this very stadium and lost in that final to Wellington United. They've both made the switch up to Auckland. Played with each other for about 6 years, so really helping with this team being so dominant this year.
Yes, COVID interrupting both Kate Sheppard and Chatham Cups this year, so we get 2 editions, as you say, Priscilla, 2 editions in the same calendar year. Here's Clegg trying to get past her opponent, can't do so, just runs the ball into touch. Warm day here in Auckland. Nice to see the sun out, although there is rain forecast for later on in the afternoon, so it'll be interesting to see if that does affect our second game of the afternoon. As Bree Johnson and Talisha Green, already that looks like a duel that will endure throughout the afternoon. Clegg now, 1-on-1, goes on the outside. Clegg just knocks the ball past the defender, Suya Herring, and looks to get a shot away, but it's a pretty tame effort in the end.
Yeah, it's another good encounter, good challenge I think we're going to see all afternoon. Those 2 youngsters, Talisha Green and Millie Clegg, down this right-hand side, both looking at that sort of under-17 potential, having come through the youth teams, and as we see Philpott go down and milk the foul perhaps. Anne-Marie Kiley, the referee, recently back from Australia. She refereed the friendly match between Canada and the Matildas. Australia going down 2-1 in that game. And of course, she also refereed at the recent Under-20 Women's World Cup in Costa Rica. So busy schedule for her lately.
This is ever plenty of opportunities for referees around the world, especially in the female space nowadays, which is fantastic to see. And of course, there'll be plenty on show at next year's Women's World Cup here in New Zealand and in Australia. Really looking forward to that event. It's going to be a fantastic occasion for women, not only women's football, but women's sport in general. We've got the draw coming up here in Auckland pretty soon as well. So all the fanfare that FIFA bring with a world event coming to our shores soon. Heading with the throw. And keeper comes out a long way again. Not shy to get off her line. Daniele.
Auckland United seem to be trying to play that high line, and I guess that's okay if you've got a goalkeeper who is happy to come out. But Northern Rovers really just can't get the ball into the this half of the field, so really sitting back and just absorbing pressure at the moment.
A strong challenge, that'll be a goal kick.
Great to see with both these clubs. Of course, they've had these amalgamations in the last couple of years, but it's really to kind of strengthen the whole pathway for these, you know, the players coming through. They've both devoted a lot of time into their youth development, and it's kind of showing that that's paying off, getting into finals like this. So I think Glenfield Rovers used to be traditionally very good at the top end, but not much sort of youth underneath. And then Forest Hill was dominant with, you know, lots of young players and perhaps not getting a top first 11. So the two coming together, and they've got that catchment of the whole North Shore, just you know, become really dominant.
Good sweeping ball in behind. He's heading, pulls it back. The edge of the box. Auckland United trying to get back and get in cover. Here's an opportunity. Header on the back post, and the keeper tips that one away for the corner. Probably the best attack that Northern Rovers have put together.
Yeah, that's the left back here and getting up into the attacking third, which is always good to see. And those ones can be difficult they can be quite awkward. So Daniele's done well there to just palm it around the corner. And I think Alexis Cook, the young 17-year-old, getting her head onto that one and making the goalkeeper work. First corner coming up for Northern Rovers.
Ball delivered into the near post and flicked out. That'll be another corner. Daniele came under pressure.
Good ball coming in there with plenty of pace on it from Estelle Harrison over there on the far side. It's always nice to have some speed on the ball as you're going in to try and head the ball.
Probably looking to do the same this time towards the centre of the goal. Missed by the keeper and then headed over the top by Chelsea Elliott. Not sure she was expecting the ball to come past the hand of Daniele.
It was another great ball from Harrison, and, well, that is a fantastic opportunity. I think she's going to go away and reflect and think she could have done better on that one. Goal wide open for her, really. Just needed to get it on direction, head it downwards. But you think that's one of the difference between these two teams. Northern Rovers very dangerous on set pieces. Harrison can take them, Foster can take them. Elliott herself takes a really good free kick or corner. And whereas at the other end of the field, Auckland United haven't really threatened on those corners just yet.
And as you were saying, Priscilla, really good delivery, especially the first corner into that near post. Whipped in, very, very difficult for the defence.
Talking to some of the players before this match from Auckland United, actually, have sort of admitted that defensive corners haven't been their strong point this season. They conceded 2, I think, in that semi-final game. So they've changed things around lately. They were doing man marking. They've changed it to sort of zonal. So it'll be interesting to see if they can keep out this Rovers side on those corners.
A nice long throw from Talisha Green there. Hurled that one down the line. Foster from behind. There's players in the box. Can they find them? Here's a Gultich chance. Oh, and it's just headed wide by Danny Canham. Wonderful attack from Northern Rovers. And Ben Bate on the sideline just had his hands on his head there. He knew how close that was. Terrific opportunity to open up the scoring. Canham just couldn't get her head on target.
A lovely play there from Foster to turn the Auckland United defence once again, and a great ball, and there were a couple of them waiting for it. Canham just deflecting it. Yep, should have headed it back the way it came. Got it on target.
And now at the other end, here come Auckland United, but miscontrol by Martin Pukitapu allows Northern Rovers to put the ball clear. Here's Danny Canham just trying to add to the 9 goals she's scored so far. The second highest goal scorer in this Northern Rovers team. But that's the danger of Northern Rovers. You think you've got them sort of quite controlled, and then just a couple of really good passes opened up the defence, and I think Mara Donoso will be questioning, as this will be a free kick and a booking. Katie Duncan there.
There's a
tripping over Leanna Ryan.
Misunderstanding there. I think Jess Philpott let it run and thought Katie Duncan had it covered, but I guess showing her pace down that side. Leanna Ryan up against a 34-year-old who's lost possibly a little bit of pace over the years. That's why she's back there at centre back instead of the midfield.
Slowly working her way back through the positions, Katie Duncan.
Not a great position for her to be in with the yellow card so early.
True.
And picked up a number of bookings over the years, so now she'll have to be play it cautious.
It's going to be Chelsea Elliott to deliver this free kick. You can see the space that she's got to aim for between that 18-yard and 6-yard box. That's exactly where it goes. Keeper comes, drops the ball, and gets saved by the referee's whistle. Referee highly adjudicating there's a foul on the keeper there.
Again, you see the class of Chelsea Elliott from those dead ball situations, putting them right in the mix. Danielle would have been quite relieved to have got the foul, I think.
Heading, bombs the ball forward. Duncan with the header. Canham just slips it inside. Harrison opens out, but that's well read by Bree Johnson. Durham. Suddenly a little bit of momentum shift. Here's Canham again. Canham, can she set up the shot? Here's a shot, and it's a tame effort. Yes, frustration there from Ryan. The ball was set up nicely for her, but no power in the shot.
Yeah, Estelle Harrison and Foster getting amongst it there, and it just sort of bobbled its way over. Nicely set up, and just nothing in the shot. I think she'll be kicking herself there. Probably just should have pulled the trigger. But Northern Rovers certainly coming back into it these last 5-10 minutes. And Auckland United looking a little ruffled. Have to try and get back control of the possession. Pretty even match so far, though.
These Rovers have weathered the initial storm and now starting to push forward, starting to get players in attacking positions. And conversely, Auckland United, who had enjoyed much of the possession and certainly much of the territory, passes are starting to go a little bit astray, and they're inviting Northern Rovers forward. As you say, it'll be Chelsea Elliott to take the free kick.
Stay there. 3, 2,
Number Waibot rep player. Just lifts this one into the penalty area. Keeper comes again, catches it at the second attempt. That's good goalkeeping from Amy Daniele. Strong in a box and not afraid to come out, not afraid to come and collect things.
She's had a good start to the game so far, Daniele. She's only 17 years of age, pretty young for starting a final like this. Another Hamilton product. I think she came through from Wanderers, went to St. Peter's before going over to Epsom Girls Grammar and actually winning the title just last week at the secondary schools competition. So a couple of these girls have been involved in that tournament, from Barradine to Eggs to Epsom Girls, that is, for anyone who doesn't know, and Mount Albert Grammar. I think a couple of these girls were also in that final that came second.
It's sometimes amazing to think how young some of these players are. Certainly plenty of school-age players in this in the match today. There's Puketapu battling up front. Couldn't keep the ball under control. I think there's a real mismatch in pace up front, though, with Puketapu and Chelsea Elliott. Puketapu's certainly the much quicker of those two. So if somehow Auckland United could get a one-on-one between Puketapu and Chelsea Elliott, I think the Auckland United player would come out on top.
There's a good tussle going on in the midfield as well. I think Bloomfield and here Bella Richards started quite well in the game, but they've just been pushed off the ball a little bit lately. Canham coming through for Rovers, a youngster who's got a lot good future ahead of her.
Clegg, you can see she always wants to go around the outside. It's her initial movement. Just take the ball with the outside of her foot. Trying to get around Suya Herring. That time having to check back on her left and then looking for a cross into the penalty area. Duncan now, she can cross the ball into the box. Elliott steps forward strongly.
That's another great matchup, Elliott and Puketapu. They're sort of going toe-to-toe in terms of physical strength. Puketapu always really dangerous on the turn, but Chelsea Elliott containing her pretty well so far.
Richards knocks it inside, ball in behind. Here's a chance, here's an opportunity, but the cross straight into the gloves of Blount. That was a good chance for Auckland United. They did really well. The turn here and then the ball in behind.
Emma Leeming with the cross, and you saw her turn away with frustration. She just needed to cut it back away from the goalkeeper, straight into her hands. She had teammates waiting inside the box for that cross, but unfortunately just couldn't direct it in the right place. Emma Leeming, the left back over there for Auckland United, taking the throw. And she's also been a rower. Actually gave up football or had a rest for a little while there to do competitive rowing, but back into her football now.
Richards now, and the ball taken off, and now a chance, and that's terrific defending from Chelsea Elliott. Stood tall, just put a foot out and stopped the attack in its tracks.
Cool as you like there from Elliott. She just makes it look effortless. Bree Johnson with the attacking run, and now we've got Clegg down the other wing. So plenty of pace for Auckland United, winning another corner. Let's see if they can get a better delivery this time.
Yes, you'd think if Auckland United have designs on winning this Kate Sheppard Cup final, then they have to make use of these sorts of opportunities. Bella Richards will deliver this ball into the penalty area. Drills it in towards the penalty spot, hooked away. Duncan to the back post. Puketapu will pull this one inside. Tries to go around Green. Talisha Green there just does enough for the goal kick. quickly taken, and a chance for Northern Rovers to come forward. That's a poor ball inside. Estelle Harrison. Nathan trips over the ball. Clegg again sets off. Now it's a sort of shot come cross from Millie Clegg. Just at the moment, Auckland United getting in some quite good positions out wide, but then not being able to find a telling ball into the centre of the field where they can potentially score from. And now coming forward, that's an early delivery, looking for Leanna Ryan, and Ryan just hooks that one behind for the goal kick. But Northern Rovers just trying to hit this Auckland United team on the counter-attack.
Yeah, interesting choice there from Foster. I thought she was going to take on Katie Duncan there, who's already got a booking, but the ball worked out pretty well. But just needed to bring it back. They had more time than they thought.
Ryan fixed that one around the corner. A lot of work to do for Estelle Harrison. And the experience in the world there from Katie Duncan, just protecting the ball. I said before, both these sides, these clubs looking to win the Kate Sheppard Cup for the 5th time. And that would put them in outright second place as winners of both Kate Sheppard and National Winners Knockout Cup. And now a chance for Rovers, and the ball just flicked wide that time by Leanna Ryan. One-on-one with the keeper. That is the best chance of the afternoon. Leanna Ryan just faced with the goalkeeper and pulls the ball wide of the post.
Yeah, another great opportunity for Rovers. I think it was Harrison who won the ball in midfield off Bloomfield, and then Foster slipping the ball through in a perfect position. But Ryan has had a couple of good chances now. And he saw Ben Bate jumping up and down again, almost thought that one was going in. He has been in these finals a couple of times. He was an assistant coach in 2016 when Forest Hill won it, but in 2018 he was head coach, and they lost it to a Dunedin team that year, so he's not successful, unlike his counterpart Maro Donoso. He won it with Suburbs, I think, in 2019. So both these coaches have plenty of experience in these finals.
Just looking at Leanna Ryan with that chance of hers, possibly could have taken it with her right foot and bent it the other way, probably would have given her more opportunity to score the goal. As I was saying, both these sides looking to win the competition, albeit under different names, but for the 5th time, and that will put them in outright second place as winners of the Kate Sheppard Cup. Still a long way behind Lynn Avon United, 9 times winner of the Cup. And a club that went through a period, won it 5 times in a row between 2002 and 2006. Had an absolutely stacked team at that time. Ria Percival, Sarah Gregorius, Amber Hearn, Katie Duncan, Hayley Morwood, Kirsty Yallop, Emma Ketty. So no surprise that they were pretty dominant in the Cup final.
Katie Duncan picking up the Maya Jackman Trophy as well in one of those finals, as has Estelle Harrison for Northern Rovers when she won it a few years back with Glenfield Rovers. Long-time player, the 30-year-old. So a couple of players already have their name etched on that trophy, so we'll see who's the player of the match, the MVP today.
Here's the Maya Jackman Trophy, named after Maya Jackman, who won player of the final on 2 occasions, 1996 and 1998. Once for Lynn Avon, once for Three Kings United. It was renamed in 2013 as the Maya Jackman Trophy. as Northern Rovers try to get something going on the far side of the field.
Both these teams have lost some key players this year. If you look at Northern Rovers, I think the main one to name would be Liz Savage, formerly Liz Milne, who is an experienced player at club level, but also for the Football Ferns. She's expecting her first child, so she's on the assistant coach and it's part of Bain Bates' lineup now. And Auckland United, they lost Jessie Matthews with an ACL injury, so Katie Duncan has kind of slotted into that centre back in her place. And Stella Lawson's gone to America, and a couple of others who have dropped off through the season.
There's a chance for Auckland United. Millie Clegg goes across from the right wing to the left. Can she open up an opportunity for a shot? She takes the ball on, gets blocked. Good defending there from Greer McIntosh, stuck to her task. It was after initially a really good run from Martine Pukitapu. Just thought she could have pinned her ears back and gone straight at Chelsea Elliott with the ball. Now Duncan again looking for that ball over the top. Green flicks it forward. Kayla Foster battling away there. Breeze Durham now opens out. Heading, getting forward. And those are the balls just at the moment that are not finding their mark, but they pick up the second phase. Canham just drops it inside. Alexis Cook again. Daniele off her line very, very quickly.
Here's the chance for Clegg. It was a counter-attacking chance this time for Auckland United. Most of those chances have gone to Northern Rovers this game, but just well blocked by the defender.
Yes, Millie Clegg there probably just has to do a little bit more to beat the player, to create the space. See, every time she wants to go down the outside. This time she finds Richards, gets it back again. Bloomfield getting a little caught up and eventually concedes the throw.
Probably could have turned and tried to switch the play there, Bloomfield.
Duncan leaving the ball a little short that time. Harrison tries to find a teammate forward, but Daniele just bombs that one forward. Interesting looking at these two sides. Their road to the final had plenty of away games, both these teams. Auckland United, 3 away games and then just a home semi. 3-0 victors over Hibiscus Coast, 3-0 victors over West Coast Rangers, 4-0 victors over fellow Premier League team Tauranga City. And then their first home game was a 5-2 victory against Marist Palmerston North in the semi-final. Northern Rovers similarly, away to Fencibles, away to Western Springs, which was a tough game. Away to Ellerslie, 3-1 victors over Ellerslie. 3-1 victors over Eastern Suburbs. And then in the semi-final, a 2-2 draw against Dunedin City Royals. This was their first home game of the competition. 2-2 draw and then coming out on top 5-3 on penalties. So they've done a lot of travelling, both these sides. Now trying to unlock each other's defence here at North Harbour Stadium. Into the last 5 minutes of this first half. Both teams have had their moments, but both still unable to create that telling opportunity.
Interesting to see things being changed up a little bit with Northern Rovers. I think Foster, the number 11, started out on that right wing, but she's playing a much more central role in the second half of this half. So as you see her on the ball there, she's seen a lot more of it coming in centrally, and I think Cook has been pushed out to the right, the youngster Alexis Cook. So a bit of a change from Ben Bate after those sort of first 10 minutes where Auckland United just had control of the game. So I think his influence already coming into this one.
Yes, Michaela Foster certainly coming in off that right wing position. Daughter of All Black coach Ian Foster. So I'm sure he'll be watching intently here this afternoon. She is on the ball. Tries to get around Duncan and deliver, and again, keep it quickly out to smother.
Good crowd that's building here at North Harbour Stadium as well. The final back in March for the 2021 edition was opened up very last minute after originally being sort of closed door, so it wasn't much of a crowd for that game. But now you've got the double header, as has been traditionally the case the last few years, so good crowd building.
Clegg now, Clegg, and again Clegg takes a shot on, some lifts it over the crossbar. With the ball ricocheting round and then fell to Millie Clegg in a bit of space.
The two under-20 caps there combining. It was Ruby Nathan turning around and laying it off to her, and you can see the power behind her shots when she does get one on let loose, but couldn't find the target then.
Again, plenty of black shirts back. Certainly defend the numbers, do Northern Rovers. Foster.
Silly foul there, really. They had the ball under control there, but George Martin just giving a bit of a shove in the back of Foster.
Foster takes it quickly. Gets it back again. Needs support. Drills it into the edge of the penalty area. Ruby Nathan, who's coming more and more into the game, Ruby Nathan. But, certainly looks like a tactic that Auckland United are trying to employ. Win the ball in midfield and then look very quickly over the top. Here's a chance. Keeper comes out again and hurls herself at the feet of the oncoming attacker. Daniele's done that on 2 or 3 occasions. Very brave goalkeeping.
Yeah, fantastic. Again, from a 17-year-old to just be able to come out with absolute bravery. I think she's been the standout, really, for Auckland United in this half. Really just been calm and collected, with also Katie Duncan having good understanding there to just leave the ball. Sometimes those ones can end up in sort of mix-ups, but she's been very impressive so far, the young goalkeeper. And I think for Northern Rovers, Foster has really stood out for me. But interesting that there's still no scoreline yet, which we weren't really expecting after these two teams met a couple of times this season, and there were plenty of goals in that game. But as is the way sometimes with the finals, it's kind of tight affairs, playing a little cautious, a little bit nervy. Last chance perhaps here for Northern Rovers with Chelsea Elliott putting in a good box potentially, good ball into the box.
Here's Jess Philpott going into referee Anna-Marie Kiley's notebook as Mauro Donoso just organising his defence for this free kick. Elliott drills it in, good ball into that space where the keeper hesitant to come for probably the first time in the half. As clock ticks over 45 minutes. And there will be no time added on at the end of the first 45. And here at North Harbour Stadium, after a end-to-end sort of struggle, both teams sort of huffing and puffing, a couple of good opportunities, but neither side has had the quality to finish off the opportunities that they've created. And at North Harbour Stadium at half-time, it's 0-0 as we look at a few of the highlights of that first 45 minutes. Auckland United with the early pressure, but then Northern Rovers came into it.
Yeah, a couple of good balls in the box there, and that was young Danny Cannon with the gilt-edged chance. I think Auckland United might have enjoyed a bit more possession in the game overall, but Northern Rovers certainly had the better chances. Here's the first one of Leanna Ryans, which was a bit of a tame effort in the end, and I think she had one more later in the half. But we look at some of the Auckland United attacking chances as well. That was Emma Leeming, not able to cut the ball back to Mari Puketapu, who was roaming around that edge of the box. And now here, this was the other couple of chances for the left wing Ryan for Northern Rovers. Probably this one the pick of them. Could have taken it with her right foot, but couldn't quite find the back of the net there. And one last chance, I think this was for Auckland United, with Clegg coming into the game and more as it went on.
And then the final opportunity to see the bravery of keeper Daniele, who on numerous occasions just came out, threw herself at the oncoming attackers, who no thought to her own safety. Maybe that's the benefit of youth. Hasn't been knocked around so much yet. But here at North Harbour Stadium in the Kate Sheppard Cup final for 2022, at half-time it is Northern Rovers 0 and Auckland United 0.
Australia at home. I'm hoping that come September we've sold out Eden Park and we're walking out to 54, I think, thousand screaming Kiwi fans. It would just be a dream come true.
Hey guys, Libby Kakachi here. I haven't played at home for more than 2 years now, and I cannot wait to play against the Aussies at Eden Park in front of the home fans. Can't wait to see you guys there.
Hey NZ, super excited to get home next month. It's going to be a fantastic game against the Aussies at Eden Park. Hopefully we can fill out the stadium. See you all at the game.
Kia ora whānau. The All Whites are excited to be back in Auckland next month to take on the Socceroos. After 5 years away, we'll be celebrating a century of our Trans-Tasman rivalry. You don't want to miss this. Get your tickets now, and I can't wait to see you there. Come on, the All Whites.
We believe in supporting and nurturing our extended sporting whānau, working towards promoting a healthy group activity that kids, parents and friends love. We want everyone to feel invited. It is in our DNA. We are accessible to all. We are football in Aotearoa. We are the beautiful game, and we are proud to be the largest sporting whānau in New Zealand.
We're always looking towards the future. So while we're proud of our range of vehicles, we're even prouder of being the first company to support not only the football ferns, but the next generation and the legends we grew up wanting to be.
The FIFA Women's World Cup is coming to the shores of Aotearoa, New Zealand in 2023. Uniting Aotearoa, it offers an unprecedented opportunity to make our game bigger, better and bolder for everyone, especially for girls and women. Its legacy starts now. Our Leverage and Legacy plan will supercharge football in Aotearoa, grounded in two principles. Mana Wahine, elevating the spirit and mana of Wahine. And Tūranga Waiwai, our place of belonging, our foundation, our home. Built on 4 po or pillars. The power of opportunities, whakamana. Partnerships, mana ngātahi. Pathways, Ara, and Tiaki, people and places. Committed to the people and the land of Aotearoa, New Zealand, this plan leads the way by breaking barriers, paves the way for future generations, grows and strengthens the game through meaningful relationships, and creates a game for all and a place of connection. With Aotearoa United, legacy starts now.
Welcome back to North Harbour Stadium. We're in the 2022 Kate Sheppard Cup final. We are yet to see a goal. It is 0-0 between Auckland United and Northern Rovers. Plenty of half chances in that first 45 minutes, but the back of the net has not been bulged. And I think, Priscilla, that's probably the one thing that's been missing from the final so far.
Yeah, similar to the 2021 edition, I think, from memory, that Wellington United and Hamilton Wanderers also didn't produce a goal in that first half, and then it was a pretty tight affair with Wellington coming out on top with the one goal in the second half. See if we see the same thing here again today, but Northern Rovers are containing the front three of Auckland United really well, and but Rovers look likely to score. So I think in this first 10 minutes, as we see the coach just running across their Ben Bate, perhaps a little bit late to get to his seat, hoping his team can open the scoring here.
Yes, I was talking to Gene Granger, assistant coach of the Northern Rovers side before the game, and he said that defensively his side, that the Northern Rovers team have been very, very good this season, but they were worried about the front three of Auckland United, Bree Johnson, Martine Pukitapu and Millie Clegg. And you can see that they've worked very hard to try and contain those three. Can they do it for another 45 minutes, and can they get something going at the other end? Captain Talisha Green there, getting the first challenge in of the second half.
Talisha Green, the captain for Rovers, has 125 first team games to her name, so captain reliable really.
It's pretty good going, only 21 years old, and these teams typically play between 15 and 20 games a year, so that's a lot of games for a 21-year-old, as Auckland United pretty much start the second half as they did the first, very much in the ascendancy. Good work from Elliott. Here's a shooting opportunity, edge of the box, and the ball just flashes past the post. Bella Richards opening up there on the edge of the box.
Great opportunity for Auckland United, as you say. They've started just the way they did the first half, on top, and would have been good to see a challenge the goalkeeper there, but Rovers now come away and look to attack them themselves.
Yes, Bella Richard did really well. Ball sort of fell to her, opened up, got her shot away, and I'm sure that Ellie Blount was happy to see that one go past the post. Now down the other end, Duncan with a good sliding challenge, and the ricochet off the Northern Rovers player had Amy Daniele scrambling at the near post. Good work from Duncan, stuck to the challenge. It was against Leanna Ryan.
Lively start to the second half is what we want to see. Hopefully a goal soon to come. But I think Duncan would have been trying not to have another foul there in the box. Already on a yellow card. Experienced football fern, but Daniele again just very, very safe between the sticks for Auckland United.
Here she is again, Amy Feinberg-Daniele. Bit of a mouthful, so goes by the name of just simply Daniele. But both sides, I think the word from the coaches would have been, look, we're in a final, nothing to lose by pushing forward. I think probably Mauro Donoso very happy with the way that his side had kept Northern Rovers scoreless. Not many teams have been able to do that for 45 minutes this season. But he also, I think, would have been very pleased with the opening passages for that first half, and they're trying to replicate that again.
Yeah, we can't forget that Auckland United finished 4th in the league, so kind of an average season for them, really, compared to this Northern Rovers side.
Well, here's a chance. There's the ball in and around that 6-yard box. But as we've seen so many times, just that final pass or someone doing that little, or having that little piece of quality, just lacking at the moment.
Nice work by Puketapu there to win the ball, and Ruby Nathan comes away with it.
Yeah, Nathan just leaving it a bit short. Philpott into Richards. Nathan again. This is better. Better from Auckland United. Ball delivered to the back post. Is that going to go in? No. Hits the top of the crossbar and rolls across the top of the net. But Blount was scrambling. If that had dipped under the bar, she wouldn't have got to it.
Yeah, it was a great cross-come shot. I thought she was going to cross it into the Bree Johnson, who was fast approaching, but ended up kind of going towards goal there. And yeah, no, a good chance there from Millie Clegg. She's had probably the majority of the chances so far for Auckland United. Maybe could have crossed that one over to Johnson at the back post for something different, but you never know with those ones. Sometimes they can sneak in.
Ellie Blount, not the tallest keeper either. So opportunities for Auckland United with those high shots. Here's Clegg, tries to drop the ball off. Harrison steps in really well. Nathan. Green goes long, not a great pass that one. Can just pick out Bloomfield. He gives the ball straight back. So possession, both teams not valuing possession as much as they probably should. Philpott does really well against Ryan. Really noticeable. Both teams trying to play the game at a high tempo. Certainly conditions allowing for that. It's not overly warm. Duncan just drills that ball into Puketapu. She turns. Opens out. Richards. Referee lets play on. It's a chance. And again, terrific defending from Chelsea Elliott. Just stepping in, timing her tackle at exactly the right moment. Just taking the ball off Bree Johnson's feet. Ooh, that's a foul. Referee plays it, waves play on. This will be offside though. I think she might come back for the foul. Yes, she does. Another one of those strong mistimed challenges in the middle of the park. Looked for a moment that could have carried on, but the offside flag forced the referee's hand.
Good chance a few moments earlier for Bree Johnson, and I'd like to see just a little bit more creativity there. She had a defender one-on-one and could have just a little feint and gone onto the left foot, or just getting tackled pretty easily.
Drilled into the area, keeper comes, drops it, and then grabs it at the feet of one of the Northern Rovers players. Difficult ball because there were a couple of Auckland United players just in front of her. So I think she wasn't too sure whether they were going to get a touch, maybe.
Really intriguing game so far. I think the goalkeeper Daniele for Auckland United is looking so strong that perhaps not being threatened, or that the goals can't come for Northern Rovers. And at the other end, I think it's Chelsea Elliott who's the rock in defence for the Rovers side. So both those two players, I think, really making the difference at the moment.
Harrison, nice ball in behind. Ryan gets another chance, and tackle from the retreating Duncan, concedes the corner.
This should be interesting. I think there were a couple of corners for Northern Rovers in that first half, and both of them were very dangerous. I think it's Foster going over there to take this one. It was Estelle Harrison in the first half, so I think different corner takers for both each side, but Ben Bate watching on here, hoping they can break the deadlock.
Movement in the box, corner delivered, near post. Here's a chance, keeper parries it away. Another good save from Daniele, driven back across the goal. And out for a throw-in on the far side. Amy Daniele has injured herself making that save.
Yeah, she took a knock to the head a few moments earlier, and it looks like a collision with the post at the time. Just in the wars a little bit. Had some tough challenges in the first half as well that she came out on okay, but this time, a couple of times there, she's just perhaps getting a bit winded, and a good call by the referee to take a breather.
There's the medical staff out for Amy Daniele. So just a brief pause in play. For some players to head over, pick up some refreshments, get some fluids on board.
Another good corner that time from Northern Rovers. It does look like they could score from one of those set pieces. So Auckland United definitely need to be at their best to keep those out.
Just at the moment, Northern Rovers have Auckland United pinned back in their own defensive third. Green, who's got that very, very long throw, is looking to hurl that one into the penalty area. Alexis Cook is pushed out more into a right wing position as Pukitapu sets sail. Looks to slip the ball in behind. Here comes Clegg. Clegg pushes over the defender, and that's a free kick to Northern Rovers.
That was, I think, the first time we saw Pukitapu really be able to stretch her legs. I thought she could have taken on her player as well, but slipped the ball through, and Clegg arguing she was going shoulder to shoulder on that occasion, but Leeming, I think it was, who took the foul.
Again, Elliott sends it long. Bloomfield. Space on the far side. Clegg hooks the ball inside. Here's Pukitapu. Here's a real opportunity. Martine Pukitapu lifts it over the approaching Ali Blount. And it is Auckland United that draw first blood here at North Harbour Stadium. Wonderful finish from Martine Pukitapu. And she scores again in a Kate Sheppard Cup final.
Absolutely cool, calm, collected there. As you see, Bloomfield picked it up in the midfield, playing in Millie Clegg. What a nice ball, hooked around, and cool as you like there, lifting it over the goalkeeper, Marty Pukitapu. I think that'll be her 15th goal this season in all competitions. The former football firm putting her side ahead. We finally have a goal in this final.
Well, Northern Rovers looking to strike straight back, and again Daniele has to be sharp. Down to her left. Well, it was, as we see this opportunity here again for Northern Rovers, Estelle Harrison getting forward. But it was 10 years ago when Three Kings United won the Kate Sheppard Cup final. They won 2-0 against Massey University. Both goals that day were scored by Martine Pukitapu. Age 15, I think she was at that time. So, in another Kate Sheppard Cup final, she's got her side on the score sheet. Now, what can Northern Rovers do to get back into this game? Ben Bates got some thinking to do.
Marty Pukitapu was so well contained, especially by Chelsea Elliott in that first half. You actually hardly noticed her. But that's what she can do. She just pops up in the right place and then just knows how to finish. She'll be turning 25 later this week. A nice early birthday celebration for her.
So I think you saw there straight away, Chelsea Elliott knew there was no way she was going to reel in Martine Pukitapu. So that mismatch in pace that we spoke about in the first 45 minutes has really come to the fore here in the second. Auckland United come forward again. This time through Jess Philpott. It's down the line to Clegg.
Millie Clegg played a big hand in that goal as well, just flicking the ball around with her left foot first time. I think that's what really caught the Northern Rovers side out in defence and gave Puketapu that opportunity. Can't remember many times they've actually been turned as a back four, the Rovers side, so it doesn't take much, but if you do, Puketapu will punish you.
Bella Richards battling away, looking to open up the opportunity to get the ball into the penalty area. This time the cross misdirected onto the roof of the net. Yes, I think looking at the way that Auckland United sort of set out in that first 45 minutes, they were the balls that they were trying to play over the top were from long distance, and that made it very, very difficult or easy for Rovers to nullify. But as you say, Priscilla, the ball from Millie Clegg just further up the field, first time ball over the top, and that really caught the Northern Rovers side very square. And then there was just too much pace from Puketapu and a nice finish. I think fortunate for her, the ball was just bouncing nicely and just had to lift it over the oncoming keeper.
2, 1, play. Short, short, short.
Duncan. Down the line to Leeming.
As we come up to the hour mark, I think substitutions are really going to play their part now in this game. It's a big field. I think there's to be some tired legs out there pretty soon, and Ben Bate and Murray, I'm sure, will be starting to think about some changes coming up.
Just a lot of energy now, as you'd expect from that they've got from that goal. Puketapu's going more and more into the game, and that spells danger for Northern Rovers. Here she is again on the ball, looking to find a white shirt in the box. Johnson and Green going at it again, as they have done all afternoon.
Johnson is another one who can definitely score goals for this United side. Aged 22, she scored 8 in all competitions, 3 in the Kate Sheppard Cup. So plenty of danger in those front three, and they're right where they want to be, just sitting in this attacking third, hoping to keep the ball in this half.
There's Bree Johnson here, scored 5 games in a row during the regular club season. It's a pretty good effort. Puketapu back to Leeming. Puketapu again. Leeming gets around her man. It's all very tight on the edge of the box. Just one player forward for Northern Rovers, and that's not going to be enough. As again, Daniele comes well outside her penalty area. I think that's something that Ben Bate has to address. Just not enough players forward, not enough opportunities to create anything with so many players sitting back.
Yeah, interesting to see if those early chances cost them, because I think Northern Rovers definitely had the better of the chances in that first half. And I guess as the clock ticks down.
Yeah, well, here is a chance as Daniele again comes forward, spills the ball, dropped back. Can they shoot? Goes straight into the chest of Georgia Martin. That was an opportunity if the technique had been right.
I think Daniele, that might be the first spill of the game, actually. And she's holding her head just off the camera there. And it'd be just interesting to see. Hopefully she's okay, but looks a little bit perhaps worse for wear after a couple of recent challenges. And hopefully she can hold her nerve now just when her team needs her.
It's an aimless sort of pass from Greer McIntosh. And now the referee goes over to the Auckland United keeper, calls on for some medical assistance. Good crowd in for this game this afternoon. She seems to be in some distress, does Amy Daniele. He'll be the happier of the two coaches, that's for sure. Mauro Donoso, who's the Chilean who came out to New Zealand to play for the Football Kings many seasons ago. Enjoyed New Zealand so much that he's made it his permanent home. And once his playing career had finished with the Kings, he took up coaching and has made his mark in the women's game, mainly with Eastern Suburbs. Then the last couple of seasons moved over to Auckland United.
Probably looking on a bit with a bit of nervousness when your goalkeeper's down. You definitely don't want that to be one of your substitutions. You might see Auckland United start to do some delay tactics now that they're ahead, but I don't think 17-year-old Daniele is doing that here. But let's see, definitely need to be cautious when it looks to be a bit of a head knock.
She's back on her feet, which is a positive sign. The medical staff just going through some checks. Looks like she will be okay to continue, but certainly Donoso would not want her to come off the park. They do have Isabel O'Connell as their reserve goalkeeper. Isabel O'Connell's just doing some warm-up and stretching just behind the dugout. Certainly Daniele looks like she's good to go. So Jess Philpott fan there in the crowd. There's Jess Philpott with the ball to get us back underway. From our position here, you can see Ben Bate pacing around his technical area, looking at his watch. Tell him he's got 25 minutes, just under 25 minutes to go. Two balls on the field as the ball girl just runs on, picks up the ball. And Auckland United come forward again. Here's the ball over the top. Another opportunity. Blount comes, doesn't get to it. The ball heading goalward. And Talisha Green has to mop up. But again, one of the Auckland United players one-on-one with the Northern Rovers goalkeeper.
Great ball from Ruby Nathan with her left foot over the top there. Bree Johnson, you guess you want that one falling to Puketapu, who might have had a little bit more composure, but to be fair, Bree Johnson didn't have quite as much time as her fellow striker for that one, and the ricochet nearly going in. Good work in the end by the captain, Talisha Green, saving her side. They've been in this position before, as recently as last month. Auckland United were 1-0 up in the league game, and Northern Rovers came back to win it 2-1.
Well, one in the middle of the park, and then it's good experience from Duncan. Just steps forward, wins the ball, and then sets sail down the park. 60, 70-metre run from Katie Duncan. Ruby Nathan takes over. And Danny Canham working really hard there in the middle of the park. The number 8 for Northern Rovers.
Nice run there from Duncan, as we'll bring back memories of her midfield days. But sometimes Auckland United, I think, just struggle a little bit for width, and not really got too many options wide, and with this North Harbour Stadium, it's a big field, and I think they could probably go out to the touchline a little bit more, their wingers, just to get that extra width.
Bloomfield now just checks inside. Goes wide, I think. Rovers trying to get a little bit interplay going, but again, it's that ball over the top, and some good pace here shown by Alexis Cook. Alexis Cook into the penalty area, and across again comes Duncan, and the cover defence clears well. Bloomfield needs an option. Just spins inside, finds Nathan. And again, Nathan looking over the top. Here's Pukitapu. Pukitapu and Elliott. Pukitapu gets collected in the chest, and that'll be a yellow card for Chelsea Elliott.
So both centre backs have a yellow card, one for Rovers, one for United. As we see Pukitapu, nice little touch there, and getting a whack into her midriff. She took a really heavy knock in the semi-final game. I think stomped on. She got her foot, her hand stomped on rather. So they weren't actually sure whether she was going to be able to play for this game. So, but had all the scans and came through that one okay, and obviously has made the difference for her team. So lucky to have her on the field there. But played in a pretty good spirit so far, Fred. Only those 2 yellow cards, and it's competitive, but it's not niggly. It's you know, two teams just going at it and really kind of evenly matched so far.
It's still a very tight match. Third time these two sides have met. As I said, Northern Rovers winning the first 2. Currently behind on the score sheet. Ruby Nathan again doing some really good work. Ping for handball there. But twice in the league they've met. First time it was Northern Rovers 4-2 victors. Canham scored a couple of goals that day. And then the second time it was 2-1 to Rovers.
Looks like Ben Bate on the sideline here is just thinking about a change. So we may see a substitution, first one of the match coming up here for Northern Rovers.
Harrison drills that one in, flicked on. Again, Daniele grabs the ball, flops down on the ground, wastes a couple of seconds. Richards again over the top. Pukitapu comes again. Pukitapu, can she do a repeat? No, the ball drifts wide of the upright. Martine Pukitapu using her pace to get in behind the defence again. Bella Richards with the ball over the top.
Yeah, another nice ball. So Pukitapu is just getting better distribution from the midfield and getting those chances in. We didn't really see that in the first half, as we see the first change here coming up for Northern Rovers. It's the experienced Estelle Harrison making way for number 16, Kate McConnell, 20-year-old who formerly played for Hamilton Wanderers. So that's, I think, at least 3 former Wanderers side teammates on the field right now for Rovers.
Yes, Ben Bate must have been doing his scouting in the Waikato in the off-season. A few of the players have come down the line, and here's a good foot race. And Northern Rovers into the penalty area. Daniele has to get down sharply again to her left. Possibly the option could have been to cross the ball. Donoso's not happy on the sideline. Things are ramping up here.
Alexis Cook there with great pace. She is looking like their most dangerous player now at the moment for Rovers. She's got in behind the defence a couple of times, and certainly outpacing the likes of Katie Duncan and George Martin. So they'll look to keep feeding the ball into her, I think. Bloomfield now picking it up in the midfield. The futsal Fern has played for the senior futsal team, as has Sophie Williams, who's sitting on the bench for Auckland United, hoping to make an appearance. So like to see the footwork of those players who are used to playing on the futsal courts.
Yes, one thing as well, I think, for Northern Rovers, we haven't seen much of Michaela Foster in the second half. So as you say, Alexis Cook using her pace and looking dangerous, but the top goal scorer, Michaela Foster, hasn't really been involved in the play enough.
Be interesting to see if that experience from being ahead against Northern Rovers in those league games and falling into 2 defeats, if they maybe make it third time lucky for Auckland United, because they'll have those memories in their mind and perhaps be very motivated to turn the results around.
Free kick quickly taken by Duncan. Certainly plenty of players forward for Auckland United. There's a line of 4 white shirts as that free kick was taken, just right up. So you can't accuse of Mauro Donoso of trying to just sit on a lead here. Keeping plenty of players high up the pitch. Now Duncan drills it into the penalty area. Should be the keeper's ball and is. Thinks better of the throw, does Ellie Blount. Nathan.
That's what I mean about Auckland United, perhaps just playing too narrow. I think Claire could have just turned on the out to the sideline there. I think the whole game at the moment, the last 10-15 minutes, is very narrow. Both teams not really switching the ball out to the wings.
It's a nice ball outside of the foot. Attack building here. Space on the near side. And they check back and go the other way where the bodies are. Can they get in behind? Yes, they can. There's an opportunity for Rovers. Ryan needs a good cross. All she can do, though, is find Katie Duncan, who'd posted up on the corner of the 6-yard box. Kate McConnell, the substitute, just battling away, and she's taken a piece out of Katie Duncan by the look of it.
Yeah, this game is set up really nicely for the likes of Duncan, who will just milk every foul like that, wind the clock down, and just use that experience. And I think a lot of these Auckland United, a lot of these youngsters who she's actually coached, a few of these players, will be kind of learning a lot. Just the game management now with just under 15 minutes to go of normal time.
Pretty soon we'll get, the clock will be certainly the enemy for Northern Rovers. They can't get a goal in soon. And Bloomfield forward to Pukitapu, miscontrols it. Elliott, here is Foster. Foster, that's a bad touch from her. Wins it back though, good strength from her. Checks across one, looking for a slip in the behind. That'll be a free kick though. Referee, who's played a lot of advantage through the afternoon, just pulls that one back once no advantage accrued.
Good work there from Foster. Incredible to think, actually, she, I think, played most of her time at the Hamilton Wanderers last season as centre back. She's been more of an attacking midfield and wing this year and scored 14 goals and 15 assists. That's not a bad record.
Need to see more of her in this last 12, 13, 14 minutes. And Elliott, that's too big. It's a waste. So they're pacing along in the technical area.
I think this might be his 4th final, actually. He's won it once, but he also knows the feeling of losing it. So looking a little nervous there, but pretty happy with his position at the moment.
He's a bit of a caged lion in his technical area. He's pacing back and forward. He's looking very tense.
Yet to make any substitutions as well, so I think he would want to bring on fresh legs at some point, but his team's doing well, so maybe he doesn't want to break the rhythm at the moment.
Yeah, it's one of those ones, isn't it? Because you make your subs now, trying to get to the end of the game, and then somehow something happens, you lose a goal, and then you're into extra time, and then people are really getting tired, and you've used a lot of your substitutions, so It's that management of your subs, that the dilemma that coaches have in cup finals. But just now he's got 12 minutes to navigate, plus a bit of time to be added on. It's like another injury on the far side for an Auckland United player. It might be just Philpott, yes, just Philpott. She looks fine though, so maybe just winding the clock down a little bit more. Elliott again, can she get a delivery right this time? Players in transition in the box and straight down the throat of Amy Daniele. And from what we've seen this afternoon, Daniele doesn't miss those ones.
She's having an incredible game, hopefully keeping that up. Might be in the running for MVP if Auckland United can stay ahead and claim this victory.
Clegg drills the ball across the face of goal. Out to the edge of the box. Richards with the strike. McConnell gets back. Then looks to get the ball on again. That's a poor pass. And Auckland United happy just to let that one roll out.
The likes of Daniele, and there's a number of other sort of 16, 17-year-olds who can really just, you know, put a step forward and make their mark in games like this. I think there'll be certainly all the scouts. Gemma Lewis, the under-20 coach, the Wellington Phoenix coach, she'll be definitely watching this game. And there's that real pathway now to professional football, whether it's staying in New Zealand or going overseas offshore. And I think she's making a name for herself already in this final, as with a couple of others. Suya Herring, I think, for Northern Rovers has been really impressive as well. Fullback, who's got a bright future. She's got USA, Taiwanese, German and New Zealand citizenship. It's pretty good, the line-up there.
Yeah, plenty of choice if she ever wants to select which team she wants to go and play internationals for. And it looks like Donoso is going to go to his bench for the last 10 minutes of the game. The game just stuttering, which is definitely not what Northern Rovers want. They want the ball in play. They want opportunities to attack. Having the ball this close to the sideline, not really helping their cause. Need to switch play. Need to get it down over the other side of the field where the space is. But McConnell drills that one out, and as you'd expect, Auckland United in absolutely no hurry to get the ball in play. Elliott now, down the same channel. That should be a Rovers throw, but seen the other way by the officials. And again, ball goes out, so time just ticking down and nothing happening for Rovers. This plays right into the hands of Auckland United.
Both these teams, of course, have qualified for the National Women's League, which will start very soon. So more football for both of these sides to look forward to the rest of the year. National competition with clubs taking part from the Auckland wider region and federation teams joining them.
This National Women's League starting this coming weekend, September the 17th. A couple of games on the 17th, a couple of games on the 18th. 14 rounds of competition. So the four Auckland sides joining four teams from federation teams from the rest of the country. There's Auckland United just happy to keep possession, play the ball in the Northern Rovers half of the field. And it's incumbent on Northern Rovers to get something going here. Here's Elliott. Can she do something? She steps forward into midfield. She looks over the top.
Elliott herself has played in the striker position in different periods of her career, so if I remember rightly, for the Hamilton Wanderers team in that unsuccessful final for the 2021 edition. She stepped forward into a striker role, so you may see that in these last 7 minutes.
She's got a very heavily bandaged knee, has Elliott. So not sure if she's carrying an injury. Here's Foster. Foster looking to go past another one of the Auckland United defenders.
Crucial tackle there. I think it was Georgia Martin. Katie Duncan was further up the field and out of position. I thought Auckland United had them, were stretched in the defence, and she put in a crucial
She's
tackle.
Clegg with the shot straight at Blount though. Blount wanting to get the ball forward. Millie Clegg there just checks inside on her left foot this time. Here's a chance. Foster now. There's 3 forward for Northern Rovers. Needs a good pass. Finds it. There's some space on the far side. Here's a shot. Hits the post. And Daniele gratefully dives on the ball. Well, that is the closest that Rovers have come to this afternoon. And they were the width of the post away from drawing level.
They had a lot of numbers there forward, Rovers. Auckland United were absolutely stretched, and I think it was Ryan over there taking the shot with her left foot. Possibly the 3rd or 4th good chance she's had in this game. And, well, Auckland United very lucky to survive that one.
So a substitution now for Auckland United. It will be Penny Brill coming onto the field. Northern Rovers also making a substitution, and just as you said, Priscilla, it is Chelsea Elliott heading forward. 13 Breeze Durham has gone off. She's gone off on the far side of the field, and Riley Sheldon will come on in her place. And for Auckland United, Penny Brill is coming on, and it'll be Bella Richards that makes way for her. Into the last 5 minutes. Northern Rovers certainly pushing for an equaliser. They just hit the post. Can they go one better in these final moments of this Kate Sheppard Cup final?
I'm almost surprised at how many numbers they're keeping forward, Auckland United, but I guess the other approach is to sit back and let the team come at you. But I've been pretty impressed with how they've kept attacking in the last sort of 10, 20 minutes since the goal.
Heading over the top. Substitute is on. The ball drifts across the face of goal and over across the goal line. So another opportunity to put some pressure on. Daniele's goal goes begging.
Another look at that opportunity for Rovers to equalise. I'm not sure they'll get a better one than that. It was Foster once again being involved. Almost had another assist to her name for this season. And Leanna Ryan just can't quite find the back of the net. Will they get another good opportunity like that? Who knows? Just a bit more physicality to this game now, as both teams throw everything at it. As you see, Chelsea Elliott there for Rovers will be staying up front and trying to link with her old teammate, Michaela Foster.
Once again, Duncan sends this one into the box. Second phase is important. Won by Foster. Foster over the top. It's not really Chelsea Elliott's game to chase onto balls like that. And she's being asked to do it all now. Ball scrambled clear for the throw. McConnell takes it quickly. Delivered into the penalty area. Here is Elliott. Elliott lays it back out to Foster. Foster drills that one straight into the chest of Penny Brill. And the referee has actually stopped play here, and called the Auckland United medical team onto the field. Foster was looking to hit that one from about 30 metres. And it went straight into the chest of Penny Brawl. She's fine, but now has to make her way to the sideline. Now Mauro Donoso very animated on the side. Referee's going to drop the ball there for Northern Rovers. And you think with the number of black shirts they've pushed forward in the last 2 minutes that this ball will be delivered into the box. That's where it's heading. Pukitapu sets off. A little bit of a miscommunication. Foster having to chase Bree Johnson, and Foster does very, very well. And sends it long again. Looking for the pace of Cook. Can she get in behind? Cook does get in behind. Elliott's waiting in the middle. This is Alexis Cook into the penalty area. Checks back once, twice, taking on 3 players. Elliott, chance, shooting opportunity to Ryan. And Daniele fumbles, but there is Katie Duncan. Great work from the front players of Northern Rovers as they throw everything to try and get an equaliser. Elliott held up play, Ryan with the strike. And Daniele down quickly again. How many times have we said that? Down to her left to save the ball. Board's gone up, we've got 5 minutes left, so reasonable amount of time here for Northern Rovers. Green hurls the ball forward. She'll get another chance. Now it goes into the penalty area. Over the head of Green. Duncan. Anywhere will do for Auckland United now. Into the penalty area. This is Millie Clegg. Drives her shot. And straight to Ali Blount. Blount to the edge of the box, just bombs it forward. Play getting very, very stretched now. Some very tired players as well. It's not a great pass. But they win possession back right on the far side. Elliott. You really want Chelsea Elliott in the box. That's a good tackle. As we say, anywhere will do. Just get the ball, keep the ball away from your own goal is the message to Auckland United at the moment. 3.5 minutes to go. Captain Talisha Green looks over the top. Danny Canham, who's worked incredibly hard in the middle of the park for Northern Rovers. She's been forward and back all afternoon, but can't get on the end of that cross. Now, can they keep the ball in play? I think it's gone out. Yes, flag gets raised. Time winding down. Ben Bate, see, just telling his players, get forward, get forward. Here's Pukitapu. He doesn't want anyone staying back anymore. There's no point. Clegg battling, nothing dropping for her. Green over the top. Bloomfield misses it. Here's Canham. Danny Canham checks back. There's a nice pass inside. Alexis Cook. She's got pace. She's round the back. Alexis Cook pulls it back. Here's Elliott. And a great block. That time, I think it was from Georgia Martin. And again, it is Alexis Cook who's creating all the problems her pace is allowing her to get into the penalty area. Here she is again. Just a minute and a half left. Green just hooks that one into the box. Who's there? None other than Katie Duncan. Green again, got to be careful. You don't want to give away fouls here because that just eats up time. Ben Bate quickly onto the ball. Green, Elliott, and Elliott's offside. That's a release valve straight away. You can see Katie Duncan just putting her arm out down saying, take it easy, take your time. Canham there, just acting as a ball girl. Auckland United hurl the ball back in. No, throw goes Rovers' way. Green. Canham, been involved in a lot the last few minutes. Into the box. No one there, no black shirts there though. Just a few seconds. All eyes on the referee. Anna-Marie Kiley puts a whistle to her mouth. And joy and ecstasy for Auckland United as the players go into a huddle. The Northern Rovers side collapsed to the ground. It's been a tight, torrid affair this afternoon. You look back at the game, I think Northern Rovers will rue the chances that they had. But at North Harbour Stadium, it is Auckland United who have won the Kate Sheppard Cup, the 28th edition of the Kate Sheppard Cup. It's Auckland United that have won it 1-0 over Northern Rovers. The players rush over to Mauro Donoso. Very, very popular coach, the Chilean. He's done a really good job masterminding this victory. First time that Auckland United have beaten Northern Rovers this season. And they did it through a 58th minute goal by Martina Pukitapu. And let's head down where Priscilla Duncan is with the Auckland United captain, Katie Duncan.
Here with Jess Philpott, captain of Auckland United. You've won this Kate Sheppard Cup. You are the champions. How does that feel? What does it mean to you and the team?
Oh, we're absolutely buzzing. From the beginning of the season, this was our goal to win the Kate Sheppard Cup, and absolutely fizzing that we've managed to do it. Girls held on really well in the whole game. Really impressed.
You've lost twice to this team before. What was the difference that made it you successful today?
I think it was just mentality. The last times we've played them, we've conceded late. And I think this time everyone just really, really wanted it and worked to the final whistle.
And what about that performance from your 17-year-old goalkeeper, Amy Donnelly?
Unreal. I was nervous when she went down with her head, but she is phenomenal. She's going far.
How are you going to celebrate tonight?
Might have a couple of drinks.
Okay, well done. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yes, Captain Jess Philpott there, got that one wrong. So it's certainly celebrating the moment. Kate Sheppard Cup winners medal and the lifting of the trophy for her coming up. As Philpott heads over to join her teammates celebrating in front of the stand there. So plenty of support there for Auckland United. So let's have a look at some of the second half highlights. Millie Clegg here got in behind the defence, hit the top of the crossbar with her cross. Northern Rovers were good with set plays all afternoon. Probably some of their best opportunities. This was the goal. Millie Clegg just hooks the ball around the corner. Puki Tapu gets in behind Chelsea Elliott, and that's a nice finish from the 25-year-old, just lifting that one over the keeper into the net. That cracked the game open. Auckland United 1-0 up, and they continued to push forward. Puki Tapu had another similar sort of opportunity. Just lifted the ball past the post. Alexis Cook was good for Northern Rovers. Her pace created issues all afternoon for the Auckland United defence. Leanna Ryan had the best chance in the first half, and this was the best chance in the second. Hitting the inside of the post, and unfortunately for Northern Rovers, that one came back out into the field of play. Cook again worked very hard. This time, Chelsea Elliott just laying the ball off to Leanna Ryan. That was the final opportunity that Northern Rovers created. And let's head back down onto the field with Priscilla Duncan.
Here with Captain Talisha Green. Well, T couldn't quite pull it off today. Just so many chances, but they didn't get into the back of the net for you.
Yeah, it was unlucky. I think it was a good game, a good battle between two good sides. And look, I'm really proud of the effort and the hard work the girls have put in. And we've had an amazing season. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the icing on top of the cake, but it is what it is. We move on, we push. Next week we start National Women's League. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what these girls can build on and how far we can actually go, because it's a really good squad. And yeah, I'm just excited for what's to come. Unlucky today, but it is what it is.
Well done, and close encounter, but good luck for the National Women's League.
Thank you very much, and well done to Auckland United. I know, good effort from them. Well done.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, philosophical Talisha Green there. Never good to obviously lose a final. And then, as is the case these days, as captain, you got a front, and good on her for that. But as Northern Rovers head across to where the medal ceremony will take place. As she said, they've had a good season. Have Northern Rovers, clear winners of the Northern Premier League women's competition. Won that one by 11 points. And as she said, just couldn't put the icing on the cake, which would have been the Kate Sheppard Cup final victory. So we'll just take a short ad break, and then we'll be back with the medal ceremony.
To sell Eden Park out, you'll have no better occasion than Australia at home. I'm hoping that come September we've sold out Eden Park and we're walking out to 54, I think, thousand screaming Kiwi fans. It would just be a dream come true.
Hey guys, Libby Kakachi here. I haven't played at home for more than 2 years now, and I cannot wait to play against the Aussies at Eden Park in front of the home fans. Can't wait to see you guys there.
Hey NZ, super excited to get home next month. It's going to be a fantastic game against the Aussies at Eden Park. Hopefully we can fill out the stadium. See you all at the game.
Kia ora whanau. The All Whites are excited to be back in Auckland next month to take on the Socceroos. After 5 years away, we'll be celebrating a century of our Trans-Tasman rivalry. You don't want to miss this. Get your tickets now, and I can't wait to see you there. Come on, the All Whites.
We believe in supporting and nurturing our extended sporting whānau, working towards promoting a healthy group activity that kids, parents and friends love. We want everyone to feel invited. It is in our DNA. We are accessible to...
Winner of the Maya Jackman Trophy for the best player in today's game. And that player is Katie Duncan from Auckland United. And of course, today's match could not have gone ahead without our officials. I'd like to call our official team now forward to collect their medals. A job well done in our final today. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd now like to call forward our runners-up for today. What a battle it was, what a performance. Every final needs two teams, and these guys really showed up on what they would consider their own patch here on the North Shore of Auckland. Please come forward, Northern Rovers. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together now as we present the champions of the New Zealand Football Foundation Kate Sheppard Cup, Auckland United, with their medals. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the captain of the winning team from Auckland United, Jess Philpott, as she is presented with the trophy by Melanie Longdill, the CEO at the NZ Football Foundation. Thank you to everyone involved in today's game, and another round of applause for your New Zealand Football Foundation Kate Sheppard Cup 2022 winners, Auckland United. We will see you all again shortly for the Chatham Cup final between Auckland City and Eastern Suburbs, kicking off at 4 o'clock.
Well, there you have it. The medals have been handed out. The trophy's been handed to Auckland United, and Mauro Donoso and his players can now go off and celebrate victory in the 28th edition of the Kate Sheppard Cup final. And Northern Rovers put up a sterling performance, but it was the 58th minute goal by Martin Pukitapu that was the difference between these two sides. It's been an open game, a hard-fought game. You can see there Amy Daniele carrying the champion sign. I think she was one of the standouts of the afternoon. But here from North Harbour Stadium, we thank you for watching, and it's Auckland United who have won by 1-0.